Further remarks, Representative Dammeier.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The gentleman from the 48th acknowledged that we are facing an extremely difficult situation here budgetarily, and I would echo that. I absolutely acknowledge that. He also made reference to some mistakes he has made, and I would tell you, Mr. Speaker, I believe that the gentleman from the 48th, the chairman of the Ways and Means Committee, served this body well. I think he has done a tremendous job in how he has tried to put together this budget. So I absolutely commend him for that. And particularly for his involvement with a good gentleman from the 20th District. With that said, he also made reference to the paramount duty of the state of Washington, Mr. Speaker, which I know that you know is education. And I don't believe the budget that's before us does justice to that paramount duty, Mr. Speaker. Not only does it cut $1.7 billion from K-12 education, Mr. Speaker, 41% of all the reductions are coming at the expense of our schools. That's a concern for me. Additionally, we take $249 million of transfers from accounts that were dedicated and set up to support our schools. That's a concern to me. That's in addition to the $128 million apportionment shift. So I have concerns that the budget does not prioritize education in the way that I believe Washington State should, and I believe that the citizens in my district would want me to. I would say that I appreciate there was an effort to maintain some of our education reform efforts, particularly the teacher principal evaluation, the transportation budget, and the funding formula. So I applaud the work on that. Finally, Mr. Speaker, my biggest concern is the amount, but not even just the amount, but how we did it. I'm concerned that in many instances we pushed our problem down onto our local schools. I could talk about the K-4 enhancement that we enacted retroactively earlier in the year. I could talk about the $128 million apportionment shift, but I'm not going to, Mr. Speaker. I want to talk about the $179 million salary reductions. I know the gentleman from the 48th didn't necessarily want that, but that's what we have before us. And my concern is, Mr. Speaker, that we know that there's no way that can be implemented cleanly in our school districts. We know that that's going to land on them and that they're going to have to wrestle with that, and that's going to cause huge dissension. It's going to cause huge problems in how we implement it. Mr. Speaker, I'm concerned that what it's going to end up doing is by pushing that down on them, the way we're doing it, that it's going to result in a poisoned environment in our school districts when we need our teachers and our principals and our administrators to be collaborating together more than ever. When our teachers are facing larger class sizes, we are going to give them this problem to distract them. Mr. Speaker, I think it's the wrong approach. I thought our original approach was much better. I'm going to be a no today. Thank you.